Hello and welcome to a continuation of the top 10 least used stations in Buckinghamshire. And today I'm at the currently least used station, in 2025 at least. Welcome to the very charming Fenny Stratford. And you can find Fenny Stratford between Bletchley and Bowbrick Hill on the Marston Vale Line. Opened in 1846 by the Bedford Railway, the station is only 1 mile away from the bigger station of Bletchley. The station buildings were designed in a Gothic revival style due to the insistence of the Duke of Bedford. The main station building seen here is a lovely 2-storey building and must have been an eye-turner at opening. Originally it had 2 platforms, one an island, and these were staggered. There were a few sidings with a cattle pen, plus 1 siding dedicated to the sawmills which were adjacent to the station. All of these were controlled by a lovely signal box which was next to the level crossing at Simpson Road. Not much changed until 1948 when the platforms were rebuilt facing each other. But by the 1960s the station became a single platform and a lot of the sidings were removed. By the end of the 1960s it became an unstaffed halt. However, the station building was given Grade 2 listed status in 1975, ensuring its survival. The signal box was removed and that area is now a small car park, but the walkway up to the platform is along one of the previous sidings track bed. One thing to note is that I believe that the building was in private hands, but this is not the case and is owned by Network Rail. Sadly, it is in a state of decay. Right then, Fenny Stratford, and as you can see, a fairly new sign there. There's a very tiny car park there. There is a couple of disabled spaces there, but it can only fit about 4 cars. There's a level crossing here. Of course, it's quite a busy road actually, going down to some industrial units. And on this side of the road, you've got a Network Rail access point for Fenny Stratford. Of course, that's all locked up. It's got a few bits and pieces in there, though. It's quite interesting. But this is currently the least used railway station in Buckinghamshire, so let's go round and take a look. Now, across the road you can see there's a rail replacement service sign there and a direction of travel board, because at this particular point of the tracks it's only a single track, so if you're not here, if you're here and you don't know which direction, that is obviously quite handy. Here's that very small car park. And I'll walk around here, and this is one of your entrances to the station. Right, and from that information board there's quite a long walkway here down towards the actual single platform, and the useful signage there telling you are still going the right way, because it is quite a long little run down to the platform edge. And we'll carry on going. Nice to see though that you are fairly close to the tracks here, so if you want to get a fairly unusual view of this, you can indeed. Okay, at the top of this accessible ramp, let's just turn around slightly and you'll see it's a lovely view along the line there, down towards the level crossing. Turn myself around and you will see the old station building here at Fenny Stratford. Move a little bit further along, a ticket machine, this nice little mural here. That's quite nice, isn't it? There's another information board if you're unsure of the direction of travel. There's also a notice board here for the Friends of Fenny Stratford Station. As we go away from that board, you can see a little bit more of the station building, but then you've got these lovely planters which have been put on the side here from the Friends of Fenny Station. Fenny Stratford is part of the Marston Vale Community Rail Partnership. As you know, if you follow this channel, I really like community rail partnerships. I tend to visit a lot of the lines. I'm trying to get through all of the lines in the country. I think that's going to be a bit impossible, but I do try and support them wherever I can. And this one is absolutely fantastic, this station. So there you go. And these little murals here as well really brighten up the side of a station. This may only be a single station platform, and it is, as I said, the least used in Buckinghamshire, but Look at the effort that they've made in brightening up what is a very tiny station. There's even like a nod to the old style signage here, which is fantastic. But mixing the old with the new, and you've got some lovely, oh, the sun's in the way there. Let me go around this side. It's going to be easier, isn't it? A bit of an outtake there for you. They've got some, it doesn't come up well on here. They have got some brand new signage here for the information of your trains coming through. And if you look down there, a lovely view through the bridge. One thing I would say about this line is it does see a little bit of freight. And in fact, here comes a Cemex train.
And as we carry on down, more of these planters. What a fantastically well looked after station here from the Friends of Fenny Stratford Station. They really do care about their station, which is great to see. And there's some more information about the Marston Vale Line. And there's a lovely old photograph of the layout, as well as a look at when it was double tracked. What a lovely little display board. It'd be lovely if all stations had something like this. And there's a Fenny signal box. Let's carry on. A few little modern seating benches there. London North Western Railway information. There's a help point and a covered waiting shelter. Oh, look at this as I come round. Point, and look at this. This is fantastic. I love little stations like this that you think are going to be quite barren, and then you actually come to them and you find out that it's really being well looked after. Lovely little planter there, which has obviously recently been tended to. Tap in, tap out reader. There we go. And then we're heading towards what is another entrance to the station. Let's have a little look at that. But before I get there, I mean, it's a station that keeps on giving. This lovely area here, all wildflowers. And look at this. There we go, Friends of Fenny Stratford Station, under a Network Rail Community Rail licence. Look at this, it's brilliant. And over this side, there is also another access point information for Fenny Stratford Station platform for Network Rail. Now let's carry on, and I'll take you up this other entrance, which, by the looks of things, is not accessibility friendly. Quite a steep incline and lots of steps. This takes you out onto the main road. There is signs there saying Fenny Stratford Railway Station. That will take you down to the more accessible place to go. But yeah, now you're out onto the main road. But you can get down to the station that way, even though it's a single platform. Quite well signposted. There's a few little information boards here on either side. But yeah, that's all it really is up here. But yeah, if you need accessibility, it's not very far away. It's just down the road there, and turn to your left, and you're going to get down to the level crossing. Let's go back down onto the platform. And something you miss really when you're walking up the steps is these direction of travel board as you're coming back down from that entrance. And a useful sign saying trains, just in case you're unsure what this platform is.
The statistics for Fenny Stratford are that it opened in 1846. It currently, at time of filming, has 1 train per hour in each direction with no Sunday service. And the entry and exit figures for 2023-2024 were 6,420.
I think this video really does say it all, really. I don't really need an outro because I've shown you everything. Fenny Stratford, what a charming little station, looked after by the Friends of Fenny Station and, of course, the Marston Vale Community Rail Partnership. It may be small and it is least used, but it's a fantastic place to come and sit and enjoy the few trains that do come round here. It's quite quiet around here, and of course the old station building is still intact, although it does look as though it needs a bit of TLC. Views up and down the line are fairly good, so for the enthusiast, if you're waiting here for one of the Cemex trains, you'll definitely get a very good view of that. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and subscribe. And if you can, get out there, get on the railway and see where it takes you. Thanks very much for watching.